from Studio A at 1 Biloxi Square in Fort Worth, Texas. Welcome in, everyone, to the Grandpa and Pappy Show.
My God.
As we kick off a Wednesday together and get ready to usher in the weekend on this hump day. A lot of things going on. The confirmation of Judge Barrett is happening as we speak, as she gets grilled, let's put it this way, during the commission to add her to the Supreme Court, her confirmation. So good luck to Judge Barrett, and thank you for putting up with all the shenanigans that are going on, the questions that she's having to face. So,
oh, boy.
It is something else. Other than that, Dak Prescott, happy to say, out of the hospital, and he will start rehabbing in about 2 months, I believe they said. It could be a little longer, depending on how the healing of the surgery went on his injured right ankle. For all of you University of Texas fans and SMU fans, the Cowboys went out on Monday and signed Garrett Gilbert as the backup to...
Did he play for Cleveland?
He played for several teams, but he did not start.
Yeah.
He was on the taxi squad for the Browns, and that's where they signed him from. But he started out his college career at the University of Texas, and then transferred after the national championship game in 2010 to SMU, where he had a great career. So good luck to Garrett. Hopefully you can throw it to somebody that's not a different colored jersey. That's all I'll say about that. We got a good show for you today, a hodgepodge of different things, and we're so glad that you're here with us.
Yeah, welcome
and
aboard.
And that you taking time to watch the show today. We're going to be talking about debates, a commission, and rap music.
Yeah. Now, there's two subjects that might go hand in hand. Especially in the way this election's going. So.
Well, we asked the question originally before President Trump came down with COVID, which he has been totally cleared right now. But the debates that were set for this week were canceled immediately, and the Democrats are happy about that. It's just funny to me. I was telling Special K over there that when the Democrats said, no, we're not going to send our candidate out there with the president who just had COVID, it was funny that the same day ABC News said they were having a town hall meeting for Democrats with the vice president. Ain't it funny how it works?
Yep.
But anyway, before that, we had asked the question, if there is another debate, how would you advise the president? What would he do different this time than last time? What would you say?
Oh, God. There's no second guessing what might come out of his mouth.
Yeah. Well, Bob Baker said, just do it your way. It ain't broken, so don't fix it.
Yeah. That's pretty good advice. Eddie Dixon said there isn't going to be another debate.
He's right.
Yep.
Now, this was done before the debates were canceled for this week. Let's see. Marshall Walters said, I would advise the president to stick to his guns and not let Biden lie about anything. But I wouldn't come across as a bully by interrupting all the time. We all know the deck is stacked against you, so hang tough.
Well, you know they're going to interrupt the hell out of him. So the only way so he can't get his point across.
That's true, especially with moderators that are Democratic leaning.
Yeah, they need to go back like good old days and have a moderator from each party. That's what they need.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Pappy.
Old Crawdaddy Crawford Young says to quote Joe by saying, "Well, son of a bitch, he got fired." Then go smoke some weed. By God.
There you go. Darryl Riddle just told us, don't say anything. The liberal news media will twist it around and make it into something that it's not.
Boy, ain't it so.
Oof.
Tony Malone said to just shut up and let Biden hang himself. Brandon Taylor agreed, saying the more Biden talks, the more he lies, and we'll catch him doing it. So,
Yeah, the fact checkers in the first, I stand corrected on that one. It wasn't the first presidential debate. It was the vice presidential debate where they caught Kamala Harris in 5 different lies.
oh, Lord.
The fact checkers. Boy, you fact checkers.
Oh, speaking of fact checkers, there's a couple of 2 or 3 posts on our Facebook page, and they've been having a field day with a few of y'all's posts. So we ask that you please make sure that you double check before you post on the page. So
That would be good, and if not, we'll take it down.
yeah,
Jerry Williamson said, stick to the facts about economy, law and order, and how bad Joe will be. He will raise taxes, and not just on the rich, but also on the middle class.
oh, Lord, yeah.
You just can't raise $7 trillion just by taxing the rich, and stop interrupting unless you have to.
That's a
That's
fact.
pretty good advice there. But I'm sure you guys out there have all kinds of opinions on it, and just didn't want to stir up anything.
We'd love to hear them because we like stirring stuff up.
We have been known to do that on occasion. Yes, we have. So,
A little too hard at times.
isn't that the
By the
truth?
way, 11 days left and counting. So
Yeah.
I've got all the marks
Pappy-
on the wall. So.
Pappy will be out of Facebook jail, and you'll be able to see his posts again on the Grandpa and Pappy Facebook page.
You'll see me out in the parking lot at the beautiful One Biloxi Square chasing my tail for about an hour when they open the gate. So.
Oh, yeah, you and our mascot, Miss Dolly.
That's right.
But anyway, thank you for your debate advice to the president.
Yeah.
As you know from our last show, the Trump campaign has subscribed to the Grandpa and Pappy show, so maybe you guys can take some of these opinions back to the president, and maybe he can use them.
Well, and I'm sure that campaign headquarters will be sure and get all the advice to Donnie, lovingly known as Donnie. You know.
That's what we call him.
He's our boy now. So.
He wanted the gang.
That's
He
right.
said he the gang.
He didn't like it when we called him homie.
No,
Too much, but
not too much.
that's okay.
We also it was announced on Friday that Nancy Pelosi is forming a commission to oust the president because of the fact that he came down with COVID
Yeah.
and some of the medication that he was treated with, which evidently worked because he got a clean bill of health from 2 different physicians.
Him and the missus is still kicking rocks. So
Yes, sir.
apparently it did work.
So we asked you your opinion of Pelosi forming a commission to oust the president, and boy, did you come through.
As always, they stepped up to the plate, you know. And I think old Nancy done lost her damn mind, man.
Well, she needs to stay off the vodka. That's what she needs to do.
Stay off the TV.
What you got, Special?
Well, are you sure it was formed for Trump, or was it being forming the commission more for? They're thinking if Biden gets in.
So they can push him out.
Yeah, and get Kamala
I
in
mean,
there.
it could work
crossed
both
my
ways.
Yes,
know.
it could.
I think if they get in, that's going to happen anyway.
Well, it is. I think it is. I think he'll resign. but-
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, once we read these opinions that were sent in, there's a lot of folks that are thinking just the same thing you are, Karen.
There's something stinky in the neighborhood.
Stacey Moore basically said, you don't want to know what I think. And Charlie George said her thoughts are unprintable.
Those are the ones I want to read. Come on, Stace. Byron Ellis said, "Why doesn't someone form a commission to investigate Pelosi? The woman is obviously deranged, desensitized, and totally goofy."
Ain't it so?
Yeah. How many more millions of dollars is going to be spent trying to get Trump out of the office? So,
That is a damn good question.
yeah.
Look at the millions that it's
Yeah.
been spent in 3.5 years trying to get him out.
Oh, Lord.
And all of it's been proven false.
Well, Soros needed a tax write-off, so what the hell?
Is that what it was?
I guess.
Well, no, Soros wasn't footing that. The U.S. government was,
Yeah, our tax
which
dollars.
means us. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
John
fact.
Bossy said it's time to start an investigation into her mental capacity to hold office.
Yep.
Mark Breland agreed, saying, I can't believe there is nothing that can be done to look into her background and mental state. Heck, she's probably got so much vodka flowing in her veins that she can make gimlets for all of Congress. I love that.
Maybe onto something.
Mark, I agree with you.
I don't think I'd drink one. Might make me as goofy as her. I'm goofy enough without that.
Oh, that's good.
That's
good.
Bob Baker said it's a dry run to see how it will work on Biden should he win so they can install Harris. Matt Bannister said she is a bitch, and Lisa Holt just called her a effing nut job.
Won't you tell us how you really feel out there?
Yeah.
Daryl Riddle said it is just some more of her crap to make constituents think she's working for them, when in fact, she's trying to beat the record of Derek Chauvin for causing the most damage to America.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Although she already holds the record for being a liar without comparison and the best BS stirrer of all times.
Ain't that a fact? Kelly Couch Gleason said it's all stupid, like all of them on both sides. Philip Charles Day said she's out of her damn mind, and Terry Crow said she and the rest of her idiots have lost their flying, flipping minds.
That one I cleaned up just a little bit. Excuse me.
Terry's a full-blood Indian like Brother Eddie is.
Yeah.
She'll speak her piece.
Well, there you go.
Well said, though.
Richard Wise Jr. said, how about ousting her sorry money-grubbing ass? And Lori Hanson Powers agreed by saying, for sure.
For sure, man. Patrick McDivitt says it's a waste of taxpayer money, and I agree with that. It'll never make it past the Supreme Court. Judy Salem says, yep, she is losing it, and Darla Walker said it will be a dead-in-the-water type of a situation. So,
well, I certainly hope so.
Yeah,
I certainly hope so.
well done here.
Terry White said, I don't see how this idiot keeps coming up with this crap, but she does. Does she have a full-time staff that sit around all day looking for ways to get Trump out? Every time I think she has outdone herself, she always comes up with another goodie.
That's a fact.
It seems like it.
Got a
I'm
pine-
telling you.
They got a pine box full of crap.
That is a very good observation, Terry.
And this
Thank you.
these next two comments kind of coincide with what Special K was talking about. Judge Chris Wood says she's not after Trump. This is prepping for a possible Biden win. Mallory Thompson agreed, saying this is all being done to prepare to move Biden out should he be elected and move Kamala Harris into the Oval Office. The writing on the wall is pretty plain to see if you'll just look.
Then Donna Briggs Moss followed up by saying, by saying she is pure evil. There is a deeper plan, and I believe the Democrats are planning on removing Biden from office should he win.
Yeah.
It makes me shudder. Laura Hanson Powers agreed with Donna by saying, yeah, you know they've always got some kind of scheming going on.
That's a fact.
That's true.
Casey Palmore echoed similar sentiments by saying, I think she's preparing for if Biden wins the election. He is the Trojan horse they're using to usher in Harris and socialism. Sherry Lipka agreed by saying it's to oust Biden. And Chris Derryberry said it's all unconstitutional. And it is. Every damn thing they're doing here.
Well, I'll tell you, and the more I read about this,
Yeah.
the more I am echoing what our folks have written in to say and what Special K said.
Yeah.
If they can't get the socialism in one way, they're going to do it another.
Yep.
And Biden may be the Trojan horse, excuse me, that they're looking for.
He's a puppet.
I agree. I think so. Tamara Branham Wade told us she is a complete idiot and needs to be put in an asylum. Justin Sisk said she's very stupid and it's a waste of time, like always.
And money. Valued tax dollar money.
That's correct.
Which, like you said, you know where it's coming from. Right out of our back pockets, by God.
Yep.
Finally, Lori Hanson Powers said, I think she's out of her mind. She seems crazy, and it seems she sits around daily and thinks of everything outrageous because she has this power mentality going on in her head. Wonder what the total taxpayer dollars she has spent on the continual harassment of our president, who was legally and fairly voted into office, would be. Someone needs to put some control over her and remove her from her position, one that she is abusing. They didn't win the election in 2016, even though they connived and cheated in every way. Hillary still lost.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be very interesting, and please forgive me. I'm still trying to get over this stuff I have.
Oh, man, it's in the air.
Oh,
Isn't it?
man, I'm telling you, the pollen is just terrible out there.
Snotting and
And
sneezing.
Chris Schomburg
Yeah.
said she is the one that needs removed from office, and that's a good way to wrap up
I
that.
agree with that little short and sweet statement, Chris.
But I did hear an interview the other day that kind of echoed what Special K and some of these folks were saying, and that was that they indeed are looking to the big picture. Should Biden win,
Yeah.
he'll be this one guy that was being interviewed said, if Biden wins, I give him 4 months, maybe 5 tops.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll say he's had a mini stroke or something that he's not going to be able to fulfill his presidential responsibilities, and that Kamala Harris will be put in. And if Nancy Pelosi retains her position as Speaker,
She'll be third in line.
yeah, she'll be the new vice president.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, theirs is a scary,
That's kind
scary
of spooky,
scenario.
Kind of spooky. But
You folks, now,
I don't
today
think
is the first
Americans
day of absentee voting.
Yesterday. Yeah.
Yesterday was?
Yeah.
Okay.
The lines were long at the courthouse in Lake Worth.
Yeah. So we're going to do ours this week, and we hope you get out and vote, because this is going to be a most important vote that I can see since I've been alive.
It'll be interesting to see how it all unravels. And I think that even if Trump is reelected, we've yet to see all the bad stuff. I think all the morons will start burning down the towns again and be blood in the streets.
That's where the president will call in the military
By God.
or the good old boys club.
That's right.
Yep.
I'll form a posse out there in the trailer hood, and by God, we'll go hunting.
And then finally, today we're going to talk about a subject that was suggested to us by Thomas Mays. He just simply wanted to know, what is your opinion of rap music?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you start us off there, Pat?
Well, Jerry Williamson said Facebook would block the objectives I would use, so I'll keep quiet.
Yeah, Jerry may wind up in jail in the cell next to you.
Well, mine will be free in about 11 days. You can come in and bunk with me, whatever.
There you go. There you go. Lord have mercy. And we're a couple of old disc jockeys. Rap wasn't around when we were on the air.
That's
Thank
right.
God.
Oh, man.
Thank God.
I'd have had knots
The
on
music
my
we
head.
had back then was great music.
Yeah. Well, Dad didn't seem to think so.
Well,
You turn that shit down. Put on
different generations.
That ain't
now.
country.
Yeah. Kelly Couch Gleason said it's not my favorite, but good Lord, I had to go through it with my daughters.
Yeah.
But they got over it. Jamie Foxx, Kanye West, and Gold Digger, they made me laugh.
Yeah.
And they said, I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but she don't mess with no broke N-word. Look up the words. I don't care what color you say you are. It is true.
That's a fact. And Bob Baker said music is like candy. You throw away the wrapper.
I like that. That's great.
But James Gordon Wolf told us it's basically metered poetry, nothing new. And Tony Malone said it's just crap.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Tony. I mean, there's no lyrics involved in it. It's all.
Well, you know, there's a lot of poetry, and I got to give it to them.
Well,
I mean, I will give it to them.
Some of them can rap.
They are really good poets, but some of the words.
I'm not tapping my foot to anything that I cannot understand, or
Yeah.
that there's a particular basic hate agenda involved.
I don't know
in it.
how they can say so many words without taking a breath.
Get
You know, that's
your tongue tumbled. Now, I used to listen to Kid Rock when he'd rap. He was a good rapper back in the day.
Well, at least you could understand him.
Yeah.
Daryl Riddle said, "Let me think. We crap, piss, snot, vomit. Well, it seems I can't think of a word appropriate enough to describe rap music. I'll try harder tomorrow." Darla Walker threw her 2 cents in by saying, "I don't like 95% of it. The vulgar stuff needs to be banned and trashed."
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, and this is stuff our babies are listening to. You know,
Yeah.
I don't get it. Jamie Ward said some is good, some is bad. As with any music, it has its ups and downs. My parents didn't like heavy metal, which I love. My dad's generation of parents, though, rock and roll was devil's music.
Yeah, they did think it. They
How many
sure
times
did.
did you hear that when you was growing up?
Well, especially when Elvis came on the scene.
Oh, started gyrating his hips and everything. Sure got Mama's attention, I know that.
Donna Moss said, "I personally don't care for it. I have no problem letting those that do listen to it up to a point where the language is promoting violence and vulgar language. Then it should be stopped."
Yeah. It just seems like there's no end to it on the unfiltered channels.
That's true.
Our Darletta Holland said, "Oh my goodness, no. What vile, evil lyrics are associated with it? It has the same beat for every song."
That's it. It kind of does. Jason Terry told us all he listens to is gangsta rap.
That's a fact.
Jason, come on, bro.
They used to drive me crazy with that stuff when I lived in Rockport. I mean, he loved it. I mean, and it did have a certain. Well, I guess if he wasn't up there juking and jiving while lip syncing with it, I probably would have liked it near as much.
LL Cool J, before he started getting into the movies and NCIS Los Angeles, was a great rapper, and he had some really good stuff, and you could actually understand his lyrics. Yeah. And the lyrics were not offensive.
You can even understand what's his name, Shadizzle's, some of his rap.
Shadizzle, Camizzle.
That's right.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. Brett Hayes commented on Jamie Ward's opinion, saying, "I would agree with what you're saying, but did rock and roll lyrics ever suggest you go out and rape a woman, kill a white man, sell drugs, or kill a cop? Nope. You're entitled to this type of songs, but the artists just need to clean up the lyrics much, much more."
And Brett, you're right. You're right. I mean, when you listen to music over and over and over, and the music lyrics are telling you that the white man is trash.
Yeah.
Go kill a white man. Go kill a cop. It's okay to rape a woman. Our mascot is giving us all kinds of fits here.
She needs some puppy love.
Yeah, she does. She does. But anyway, it's one of those things that you have to scratch your head a little bit because, if kids listen to that over and over and over and over again, sometimes they start believing it.
Well, it's like brainwashing tactics, I mean, if it was clean and good and decipherable, kill the wabbit.
Kill the wabbit. That's it. But, to each their own.
Yeah.
But I certainly hope, Thomas, we got your question answered.
Yeah.
As our mascot here decides she wants to make her camera presence known.
Mom and Daddy don't love her when I'm not around.
Oh, is that right? Is that what it is?
We're mistreated little.
Let's take a look at some of the viewer comments that we got in concerning some of the past programs. We got some comments on our show about lifestyle changes from COVID. Tuni Haha said it's just how stupid some scientists and politicians are able to put lies and fears out there for stupid people to stoop to their demands.
Yeah. That's a good point. Really is. Yep. Shirley Mills says she pays more attention to people around me and not interested in getting sick. I have also not eaten in a restaurant since all this began in April. Horrible.
Yeah. Well, Shirley, I think you need to get out. It's time to get out and go to your favorite restaurant if they are open.
Yeah, well, her and Bill, her husband, latches on that fifth wheel and they go. They don't play around. They go where there is clean.
Marianne White said, I watched your show on funny things kids do, and I had to laugh because I have 7 grandkids, and they all keep us in stitches with the antics they pull. My husband and I compared some stories with each other, and it was a fun time.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that, Mary Ann, you had a good laugh. Hopefully we can do that too.
That brings back an immediate thought in my head. Yesterday was up the field office.
Yeah.
And Eric, the good Dr. Hudson,
Yes.
was
The
sat-
man of the hour.
That's right. We were sitting outside shooting the bull with everybody, like we do, out on the sidewalk, and his beautiful wife, pretty little boy, pulled up unannounced.
Amazing.
So they came in, and that was the other couple I was telling you I couldn't remember earlier when we were talking about it. And that Mason he's a card.
Pistol, huh?
He kept me entertained for 30, 45 minutes with a little tab, you know. And smart. God, that kid 2.5 years old. It's just smart, sharp as a tack. That was something else. We really enjoyed that though.
That's
you
good.
need to tell George's wife to bring that baby around a lot more there, Eric.
There you
Yeah.
go. There
I
you
love
go.
spending time with both of them.
Kids are a trip. I'll
good
give
people.
you that.
Good people.
Mm-hmm. Crickets. Big Al.
The gal.
Yeah, that's yours.
What are you talking about?
Crickets again. Big Al Baker wrote in to say he's done nothing different with his lifestyle during the COVID pandemic. Hell, I don't even wear a mask except when I was in the hospital with my back, and I bitched the whole time. Maybe it is because a country boy's immune system is strong because of what he was exposed to growing up. People get sick.
That big gal.
Yeah. People get sick, but they get over it. Mm-hmm.
I thought you shorted me a piece of paper, man. I couldn't
No,
find it.
right
Sorry
there.
about that, big gal.
And last but not least, this one right here.
Where am I? Jesus
I don't
Christ,
know. What
I'm
have you
lost.
been smoking this morning? I have no
Maybe it's
clue.
because I hadn't been smoking anything. Many thanks to Christina Godso, the Trump 2020 campaign, and Clint Rich for subscribing to the Grandpa and Pappy YouTube channel.
That's right.
We love having you all aboard.
Yes,
Yeah.
we certainly do.
Yep.
And we appreciate all of the viewer opinions that you have sent in on the various questions today.
Always. Yeah.
You can, there's several ways you can get in touch with us if you have a suggestion.
Tell us
Just
one.
like Thomas Mays did on one of our topics today. You can go on to our Grandpa and Pappy Facebook page,
Yeah.
the Grandpa and Pappy Show Facebook page, where you can read a lot of these comments before they even air.
Yeah.
Or you can go on to our email account, which is right over my shoulder,
Yep.
Grandpa and Pappy at gmail.com. Or,
Or you can hit us directly up on our website,
yeah,
our show website,
yeah,
at www.grandpa and the letter N Pappy. That's grandpaandpappy.com. And you'll see a big red subscription button. Push it. Put in a little key password that nobody will know but yourself, and subscribe. That's where you know, if you don't want to traipse through Facebook trying to hook up to our page, you'll have the option of doing that on that page.
that's correct.
Also, what all we have on there? Instagram,
Instagram, Twitter,
Email.
Facebook,
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
We don't have LinkedIn.
Oh, we don't have LinkedIn.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, never mind you.
I apologize.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'd love to hear from you, and we'd love for you to go on our
Always.
YouTube site
We
and
read 'em all.
subscribe.
Good, bad, or indifferent. We will read them all.
We will.
Yep.
We will.
By
Whether we
God.
agree or disagree with them,
Yeah.
we will read them right here.
Well, we still have a few T-shirts left too, amigo. Just let us know if you want one, and we'll go from there. I'll private message you, and we'll go from there. $20 plus $4.95 shipping. Might even toss in a little goodie.
Ah,
To go with it.
you love those little goodies.
Yeah.
It's been a fun show today. We thank you very much for joining us, as usual.
Yes, we do.
We thank you for all of your opinions, because without you, we don't have a show.
That's a fact.
So we will invite you to join us back on Friday for another edition of the Grandpa and Pappy Show. Until then, we ask you to Always hug your children and let them know you love them.
Let them know we love them right here at Grandpa and Pappy Show too, by God.
Yes, sir. So until Friday, be safe, everyone. Take care of each other. God bless, and we'll see you
Take care of one another and have a good week.
Bye-bye.